Hey, hey. So, really quickly, I just wanted to show you some movies that I've been watching this week. One of which I've never seen before, two of which are Christmas movies that you may or may not have watched, and workout. Just because this is the only workout I've been doing and you've seen it, but we'll talk about it because I have a few things to expound. So, the first thing is the movie that I've never seen before. I watched Gone. This is starring Amanda Seyfried. Is it Seyfried? Is that how you say that? She's the chick in Red Riding Hood, which I've heard is boring, and I kind of avoided it. But I don't know. I am not a big fan of her. That being said, the movie was still great. So I always say if you hate the actress and you still love the movie, it's worth watching. There were parts of it that I liked, and there were things that, I don't know, there's just something about her that gets on my nerves. The only thing I liked her in was Mean Girls. Do you guys remember Mean Girls? Because she was pretty awesome in that. But she's just so bubble-headed, and she tries to play, serious, and she tries to play all these things, and she's still stupid. I'm sorry, this is my opinion. If you like her, have fun with that. I won't not watch a movie just because she's in it, but I haven't loved her in movies since Mean Girls. And that's just because I feel like she was playing herself. Anyway, but it's a really good movie, I think. They're saying it's an intense thriller. I wouldn't go there. It is a thriller. Her character apparently was kidnapped the year before and held captive by this guy in a hole in some park. And she has been obsessed with going to the police about everything, and she keeps going to them saying, this missing girl, that's him, he's did that. And she's done this constantly, and so they completely don't believe any word she says, and they think she's crazy. Now, there is a difference of opinion on whether or not she's crazy, and this is all in her head, or whether or not the guy at the end really is the killer. I'll leave that to you. I don't think it's in her head. But there are parts of it that I think are in her head, if that makes sense. So, I don't think that the whole thing's in her head. There is a part towards the end that I think is completely in her head. But anyway, you watch it, you make your own assumptions, but I definitely recommend that you do watch it, because it was not a waste of my time. The next thing is I have a couple of movies. These are two movies that I watch every single year around Christmas time. The first one, before I go there, I love anything A Christmas Carol related. Grinch and the Ghosts of Christmas Past and Present and Future and all that stuff. This is The Family Man starring Nicolas Cage. I like him in this. I am not like the uber Nicolas Cage fan. I just saw that he was cast as Rayford in the new reboot of Left Behind that has way more money behind it than the last one did. And I'm not too thrilled about that, but I digress. Anyway, back to this. This is one of those, he's supposed to be like Scrooge. He cares more about money than people, and he gets a glimpse of what his life would have been had he stayed with his college girlfriend. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, you should. This is great, wonderful Christmas family viewing. Love it. And I think this may be my very favorite Christmas movie maybe ever. It's definitely in the top 5. This is Fred Claus, and it's Vince Vaughn, who is the most hilarious person. And this is Paul Giamatti. The only thing I can remember is he was the guy in Big Fat Liar. Did anybody watch that? Artie Wolf. I know his last name was Wolf because his cell phone, or when he got up in the morning to go swimming, he would dance to Hungry Like a Wolf. So that's how I know that his last name was Wolf. But it's a very interesting spin on the whole Santa Claus story. And I think, and it's more focused on how it might affect, let's say, a brother. How would it work if you were Santa Claus's brother and he's so perfect. You could never be that perfect, you know. So it's kind of how it affects him, but it's just an awesome movie. It's hilarious. Just to watch Vince Vaughn dance is the most hilarious thing. I'd like to dance with the man, I'm telling you. But it's got a great soundtrack, lots of old vintage music that's not Christmassy. There's some Christmas in it, but it's like Elvis, you know. It's awesome. And then I know you guys have seen me talk about this, and so I won't go too crazy about it, but this is the Leslie Sansone Just Walk It Off in 30 Days. And I have been using this for about 3 weeks now. It has a 30-minute cardio, which is called Burn 30, and a 30-minute strength training, which is called Firm 30. You're supposed to start with 5-pound weights. I can't do that yet. I've been using 3-pound weights. A few days ago, I actually did 5-pound weights for the first 2 moves, and then continue with 3-pound weights, and I was absolutely dead. Like, for 2 days, I couldn't move. And I said, that's just weird. But, you know, when you push things, and I pushed. But I can tell you that I do feel more toned. My thighs are smaller. There's a lot of squats and lunges. My thighs are definitely smaller. My arms are definitely smaller. My stomach is tighter. My jeans are starting to fit the way they're supposed to. So all of that is good. I feel very toned. I am not a big fan of the scale. I fluctuate a lot. It's a hormonal thing that I'm not really going to discuss, but it's a hormonal thing. And so I fluctuate a lot. So I don't really focus too much on the actual scale. I focus on how my clothes fit and how I look naked, you know, to be blunt. So I'm looking better. But those are some movie recommendations, and I definitely recommend that if you see this that you get this, because like I said, it's 30 minutes a day. It's not that much of a commitment. If you need to and you have the time, you can double up and do, you know, both of them in the same day, or double them up in the same day, whatever works for your fitness level. But this is good. I mean, most of her workouts are very laid back. I mean, like the 3s and 4s and 5 miles, because of the length and stuff, you know, they get progressively more difficult. But for a 30-minute, just the cardio, my stomach is sore. My shoulders are sore. I mean, for days. And you know if you're sore, that it's working. So definitely check out the Walk It Off in 30 Days. That would be, especially if you're looking for something very quick, something that you can do very fast, and get it all done. You know, getting up 30 minutes earlier is probably not going to be a big old deal. So, you guys have a great one, and I'll see you next time.